Ever walk back to your car and spot an ugly dent that wasn't there before? Maybe it happened in the parking lot, maybe during a hailstorm, or maybe someone just wasn't paying attention. Whatever the case, but the good news is, not all dents need a pricey body shop fix. In today's video, we're diving deep into 5 common dent repair methods, how they work, what they cost, what tools you'll need, and which one I personally recommend. If you've ever thought, can I fix this myself? The answer is yes, and I'll show you how. First, let's discuss the most common causes of car dents and how can you prevent them. Dents happen in seconds, and usually when you're not even around. Parking lot dings from other car doors, low-speed fender benders, or even falling acorns can leave your ride looking beat up. Hailstorms are notorious for peppering cars with dozens of small dents, especially on the hood and roof. Kids playing too close to your car with bikes, balls, or scooters, that's another recipe for disaster. The size, depth, and location of the dent will all affect how you repair it. But don't worry, there's a method for every kind of damage, and we're about to go through each one. Method number 1, paintless dent repair. Paintless dent repair is like magic for minor dents. It's used by professionals to remove dents without sanding, fillers, or paint. This technique works best on small to medium dents where the paint hasn't been cracked. It's commonly used for hail damage, door dings, and small creases on panels. To do this, follow these steps. Step 1. Locate the dent from behind the panel. Open your car's trunk, hood, or remove inner door panels to access the backside of the dent. Step 2. Set up a reflection board or LED light. Step 3. Choose the correct PDR rod. Rubber or plastic-coated tips are preferred to avoid damaging the panel. Step 4. Gently massage the dent from the center outward. Start by slowly pushing in the center of the dent and gradually work your way outward using light pressure. Step 5. If any areas pop too far outward, lightly tap them down using a knockdown tool and tap hammer. Step 6. Continue adjusting and pushing gently until the dented area matches the original contour of the body panel. The biggest benefit of this method is your factory paint remains untouched, which helps retain your car's value. On the downside, PDR doesn't work if the metal is stretched or the paint is chipped. It's a precision job, so DIY isn't really an option here. Professional PDR can cost $75 to $150 per dent, but it's fast and flawless. Want recommendation? If the paint's not damaged and the dent is mild, PDR is hands down the best method to restore your car like new. Number 2, body filler method. When dents are deep, paint is cracked, or metal is stretched, paintless dent repair won't cut it. That's where the body filler method steps in. This method involves sanding down the area, filling the dent with body filler, then priming and repainting it. It's the go-to solution for sharp or complicated dents. DIY costs can range from $300 to $700, depending on how extensive the damage is. To do it right, you'll need body filler, a plastic spreader, sandpaper, primer, and paint that matches your car's color. Here are the steps to follow to complete the body filler process. Step 1. Clean the area thoroughly. Wash the dented area with soap and water. Step 2. Use 80 grit sandpaper to remove the paint and roughen the surface around the dent. Step 3. Mix the body filler with hardener. On a mixing board or cardboard, blend a golf ball-sized amount of filler with a 2 to 3 inch ribbon of hardener. Step 4. Apply the filler to the dent. Step 5. Let the filler harden for 15 to 30 minutes depending on the temperature and product used. Step 6. Sand the filler. Smooth. Start with 180 grit sandpaper to shape the filler and remove the high spots. Then switch to 320 grit to smooth the surface. Step 7. Spray 2 to 3 light coats of automotive primer over the repaired area and allows each coat to dry per the instructions. Step 8. Use 600 grit wet sandpaper to smooth out the primer. Step 9. Paint the area. Step 10. Once the color is dry, you can apply a clear coat to match the car's finish and add extra protection. The best thing of this method is it handles anything from big crash dents to cracked paint jobs. You get a flawless finish and color match, especially from a skilled technician. But it takes longer, sometimes several days, and costs significantly more. Plus, it involves sanding off original paint, which can slightly lower your car's resale value. Number 3. Heat and pop method. Another DIY favorite is the heat and pop method, which is like a cousin to the hairdryer trick, but more effective on metal panels. The idea is simple. Heat the dented area using a heat gun or high-temperature hairdryer until the metal becomes more malleable. Then you either use a suction cup or tap gently from behind the panel with a rubber mallet or your hand. If done right, the dent can pop back into its original shape with a satisfying click. The beauty of this method is that it's cheap, easy to try at home, and works on both metal and plastic, but it is most effective on larger, shallow dents. Plus, you don't need glue, compressed air, or fancy tools. As for cost, if you already own a heat gun or hairdryer, it's basically free. If not, a decent heat gun costs around $25 to $40. It is recommended to use this method when you have access to the back side of the panel and the dent is too stubborn for suction tools alone. It's especially good for door panels, hoods, or roofs. But be patient and go slow with the heat. Number 4, hammer and dolly method. The hammer and dolly method is one of the oldest and most traditional ways of removing dents, and it's still widely used by professionals today. It's exactly what it sounds like. You support the dent from one side using a dolly and gently tap from the other side using a body hammer. This allows you to slowly reshape the metal panel and restore its original form without using filler. It's great for accessible dents on metal surfaces, especially when you want to preserve the car's natural contour. However, this method takes skill and patience. If you're too aggressive, you might create high spots, wave patterns, or even crack the paint. On the positive side, it gives professional-grade results and is ideal for restoration projects or vintage vehicles. On the downside, it usually requires the panel to be repainted afterward, especially if the paint cracks during the process. However, hiring a pro for this method can cost you from $200 to $600, depending on the severity of the damage. DIY kits with a hammer and dolly set cost around $30 to $70, but results will vary with experience. Number 5, panel replacement method. Sometimes a dent is just too far gone. Maybe the panel is severely crushed, the metal is torn, or the structure underneath is compromised. That's when you've crossed the line from repair to replacement. In this method, the entire damaged panel is removed and swapped out with a new one. To perform this method, you would need replacement body panel, torque wrench, masking tape, jack and jack stands, and basic toolkit like screwdrivers and socket wrench set. And then follow these steps. Step 1. First, identify the damaged panel. Step 2. Order the correct replacement panel according to make, model, and year of your vehicle. Step 3. If you're replacing a panel that has electrical components like mirrors or lights, disconnect the car battery first. Step 4. Use your socket wrench set and screwdrivers to remove bolts, screws, and clips securing the panel. Step 5. Once the old panel is off, inspect the mounting area for rust, bent brackets, or loose clips. Clean the area with a degreaser and fix any alignment issues. Step 6. Test fit the new panel. Before fully bolting it on, test fit the new panel to make sure all holes align and gaps are even. Step 7. Install the new panel securely. Step 8. If the panel came primed but unpainted, you'll need to paint it to match your car's color. Step 9. Reinstall adjacent parts. Put back any trim pieces, liners, weather stripping, or plastic covers you removed. Step 10. Do a thorough walk around to check for even panel alignment, smooth paint transition, and no leftover tools or loose clips. Step 11. Take your car for a short drive to ensure everything is solid. The biggest benefit of this method is you will get a brand new panel. No warps, no filler, no hidden flaws. This ensures a perfect structural and visual restoration, especially if safety is a concern. However, panel replacement is the most expensive and time-consuming option. The panel replacement can cost from $500 to over $2,000, depending on the part, the make and model of your vehicle. That's all for this video. Dents might seem like a disaster when they first happen, but now you know they're totally fixable. Whether you're fixing it on your driveway or leaving it to the pros, you've got options. Let me know in the comments which method you've tried or which one you'd never try again. See you in the next video.